Hi, my name is Carrie Huckabay, and I am so excited to be doing ALT's role play. Bellamy, the Fantastics. The Fantastics was so fun. I auditioned for The Mute because I thought, oh, a musical. I wouldn't be in a musical, but I really don't sing. I've got 8 notes and the upper register. I'm a tenor. And so I auditioned for The Mute and I got cast as one of the fathers, but it was mothers in our rendition. I had to learn how to harmonize. Never done that before. Well, it stretched me as a singer, for sure. And acting is always fun. So I played Terry Robertson Baker, now Martin's mother, and Patrick Andrews, who is now on Broadway, was in it, and Joe Smith. It was a fabulous time. I'm sorry if you missed it. The mom in Cheaper by the Dozen with my favorite leading man, Nolan Huckabay. So we played parents of 10 children, 2 of which you never really saw because they were babies upstairs, apparently policing themselves. He was just so great in that. It was so fun to be those people and parent from an acting point and then parent when we go home. So it was super fun. And he's really, really cute. He's a really good kisser. But he is. How is it acting against Nolan Huckabay? Well, I trust him. And I know that if he makes a mistake, he is gonna darn well get himself out of his problem. And plus, he's just fun to look at. Have you seen him? So cute. In Thoroughly Modern Millie, where I played an aging actress who dresses up in disguise to sell young aspiring actresses that she's jealous of into white slavery. So, watch yourselves, youngins. Watch yourselves. No, it was really fun. And it got to be someone completely different from me, sort of. You know, the evil side. The diva side, yeah, well, you know, I try to tamp that down as best I can. The wig was bigger. It needed its own solar system orbit around it. It was gigantic geisha wig with geisha makeup, a kimono, everything bound up really tight and walk like a little old woman. And the voice was different, used a Chinese accent. All of my L's were R's. So instead of Millie Dillmount, it was Miri. Miri, where is Miri? Mrs. Mears, Thoroughly Modern Millie. In Much Ado About Nothing. Beatrice takes no crap off of anybody. Someone's a smart aleck to her, she brings it right back, whether they're a man, a woman, a dog, she doesn't care. She believes in what she believes in, and she believes in the truth and what is right and fairness and getting things done the right way, I think. So I love Beatrice. It was my senior year of college at the University of Texas, Arlington. directed by one of the greatest men ever, Dr. Dennis Maher. All of my greatest friends at the time were around me, and it's just it's a show I hold near and dear, for sure. In Fairfax and the importance of being earnest, because she's young and I'm not. Even when I did it, my mom came to see the show. I was probably 30, which was over a decade ago. She said, you're not an ingenue anymore. And I really had never thought about that until she said it. And I was like, I'm not anymore. Okay. I wore beautiful costumes and hats and a corset and had an hourglass figure, and oh well, I'll never get to do that again. So. Most fun I ever had on stage was as Gwendolyn Pigeon in The Odd Couple, and these three ladies, Pamela, Annabella, and Margaret in the 39 Steps. This one I was in it for a hot minute. There were 2 scenes, and I got to do a Cockney accent, and I got to be really cute, and I got to be cracked up by Bobby Schaefer. It was so fun and super easy. So as an actress, sometimes you need those things. This one was super challenging. I got to do a British accent, a Scottish accent, and an American accent, I think. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. It was a couple of years ago. And so I was switching back and forth between characters. Got to wear different wigs and look different for every single character, and it was awesome. I had a great time, but this was more challenging as an actor as opposed to just super, super fun. Ensemble in the best little whorehouse in Texas. I like to think that as I was playing a lady of the evening, I really did try to be a classy one, if you can do that. But it was challenging dancing in 4-inch heels, and trying to be all seductive. That might be a ship that has also sailed. I'm gonna be playing grandmas from now on. So I'll dance with a walker, right? That'll be fun. The producers, we need to do the producers again so I can dance as a little old lady. I don't normally do dramas, but the role I was most dramatic in is Blanche in Brighton Beach Memoirs. It was my first show here at ALT, and I had a couple of really dramatic, angsty kind of moments and monologues. I enjoy that, and it's not that I don't audition for those roles. I just always get the madcap comic I Love Lucy roles. And I don't know why. Why is that? Can someone tell me why I only get comedy? Please? Because I really am suited for the dramatic roles. Right? In The Loveliest Afternoon of the Year by John Guare. Guare? Guare. Sorry, John. Oh, this was my first semi-professional gig. We performed at a country club in that I think my mother is now a member of, ironically enough, where they fed us prime rib afterwards. But meanwhile, back at the question, the closest cast. So I was actually in this with my husband way back before we even thought about dating. Well, I might have thought about it, he might have thought about it, but it never happened yet. So that was 1993, I think, before he graduated from college, and I thought he was the cutest thing, but he was dating my roommate. And so, you know, I couldn't make a move. That would be awful, right? But they didn't last very long, and only a short 5 years later, we got married. But I do look fondly with this. He was a cutie. My favorite role was the role of actually Mary, Mother of Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar. And it was very emotional, of course, and maybe I should have had that for my most dramatic role. I just adored this, and I got to answer some really cool questions from the cast about why is this character doing this? And I was like, well, because it's in the book. I got to answer cool biblical questions from the other cast members and kind of help them find their characters because I was in the ensemble of Jesus Christ Superstar. That was so much fun, just taking a little jog, slow walk down memory lane, and I had such a good time talking about all those things I hadn't thought about in so long. But that's not all. You can still see me as Jinx Jenkins in the Savannah Sipping Society, where I play a fireball of a Southern girl, and I help some other ladies find themselves and be their life coach. You can see me now through March 11th at ALT.